Showdown with Saddam. Nuclear crisis. High anxiety. Showdown Iraq. Blizzard. Countdown Iraq. The troubled American economy. Nightclub horror. Showdown with Iraq. Target Iraq. Target Iraq. Terror arrest. The war on terror. Homeland security. Abortion wars. War on terror. Drug war. Terror trail. Terror warning. Out of control. Subway disaster. Rush to escape. Money woes. No confidence. Broken promise. The bailout option. Fighting back. Close call. Red tape. Battle ready. Avalanche. Deep freeze. Bitter fruit. Fallout. The fleecing of America. Death trap. Abortion wars. I want my SUV. Final minutes. And extreme winter. And search for justice. And the business of war. And pork barrel politics. And lethal weapon. And preaching hate. And human shields. And wartime pork. And SUV nation. And America. The SUV nation. America's alert status. A new message from Korean missiles on alert. The worst snowstorm. Worldwide protest. The cost of gas. Almost 100 dead. Competing plans. An Iraq attack. Talks about Iraq. In Iraq, North Korean fighter jets. The shifting timetable. Jet for war raised to orange. Osama bin Laden. The west coast of America. Because of terror threats. The case for war. Bombards the eastern U.S. Did not change his mind about war. And war all going up. One of the worst fire disasters ever. Unless Saddam disarms now. After a war, the decision to disarm. Questions of what now? And get within 50 feet and attack Saddam within days. Why now? Is this a signal? Is Canada's the better way? But does it? What does the Bush administration do now? But can it really make a difference? What was his motive? What was that all about? What else does he know? Is there a better way? How far is too far? Why would anyone do this? How safe is the home front? Is the U.S. resigned to a nuclear North Korea? So what's all this about racetracks, bows and arrows, and tackle boxes? Spins an emotional yarn of lies, secrets, and passion. Contemplating their future and their mission. Tells the UN to show some backbone. Some of your tax dollars on expensive pet projects. And her anxieties about a possible war in Iraq.
From NBC News World Headquarters in New York. From NBC News World Headquarters in New York. This is NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw. This is NBC Nightly News with Tom Brokaw. With Tom Brokaw. With Tom Brokaw. With Tom Brokaw. With Tom Brokaw.
Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening. Good evening from Ankara, Turkey. Good evening from Qatar. Good evening from Kuwait. Good evening on a rainy evening in Amman, Jordan. Good evening. 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 Good evening.